Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chaos. This is Chaos Incorporated. Chaos. We are going to have a great day today because I am going to probably make my players either angry or sad, depending on what happens today. I'm super excited. But to give you a recap of what happened last time,
I was fighting words.
Wyatt has
I'm so
volunteered.
ready to cry.
We might die tonight. We're in danger. And you want to know why we're in danger? Well, it all started. We had finally reached our little checkpoint area, kind of getting some nice rest and relaxation. It's beach themed. We thought we'd be, having a great time. We did a little bit of shopping, some hanging out at the tavern. We had a lot of interesting phone calls to family. I found out things about my parents that I didn't think I would ever find out, but I guess we're just going for it. My parents have lost, Kanari's parents have lost all filter while she's in the dungeon sphere. Her mom likes romance novels, and her dad said something about handcuffs, and I kind of blocked out the rest.
This is how they're coping with you being in mortal danger all the time.
By having an open relationship, I feel like that's their own decision, and the fact that I have so much bearing on that is a little concerning.
Coping.
But we also got to see a lot of really fun interactions. Umbrin and Weasel had a really interesting discussion about ethics and morals within the space of the dungeon sphere. Brayna was able to talk with her family and was trying to sort of figure out and touch base with her cousin. Umbrin found out some very interesting things as he was spying on the other teams. In fact, that, at least there is some tension within Team Empyrean regarding their new alliance with Team Reaper. We sent the contract off to Team Phoenix. Umbrin got a chance to talk with, what was her name, Umbrin?
Her name is the Lady Argent of the House Silronia, Lord Silronia's younger twin sister.
Nice. And that was a really fun interaction to watch. I highly encourage everybody to look back at the VOD. It was a very fun session. But we kind of cracked the code in terms of what this whole map in the Undying Lands is about. We know that there are soul coins hidden within each of the different temples, and it's our job to find them in order to bring them to some sort of gateway that'll let us kind of cross over from the afterlife back into the next level of the dungeon sphere. And so before we decided to head on out to the sphere, we decided to head to the beach, get some nice sun in, play a little bit of volleyball, and all of those wonderful things. And, it was going pretty well. Umbrin and Moxie thoroughly thrashed Brayna and Kanari, mostly Kanari, because Brayna was rolling well. I'm just not strong. I'm sorry. But all of a sudden, as we were out on the beach, a bubbling came from the sea. A very interesting bubbling that turned into a bunch of same-colored tendrils and a floating blue light in it that decided to possess...
Surrender the gateway!
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, that's the reason we're gonna die.
Surrender the what?
What?
Surrender the gateway! Surrender the gateway now.
They said, give us your cleric, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're all caught up.
Essentially what that means, geesh. I am just about done making your frying pan, Kanari, because I am pretty sure you're going to be using it.
You don't know my life, probably. I don't have armor. The frying pan is the least I could have.
Oop, there it is. There's your little frying pan. It's on the map now. Frying pan of doom.
Are we rolling
This is
initiative,
amazing.
Gav?
Yeah, so actually, everybody, if I could have you roll initiative. Who just made the bird?
Soren's so big.
Oh yeah, his name is Soren.
I was actually, you actually don't need Soren right now. Soren is, incapacitated at the moment.
Dead.
What happened to Soren?
I only have 3 infusions, and Soren is not one of them at the moment.
No! Oh, we lost our Hawkeye!
I know.
It's fine.
Not really the Avengers anymore.
He's just out of arrows, so...
I'm still a Hulk, don't worry. I'm always angry.
Also joining you all on the beach, as a reminder, there is Devlin Taylor, the bard from Team Empyrean, who seems to be sitting on a log, just, nonchalantly playing some music. And then there's Zinnia and Colonel from Team Phoenix, who were sitting on their towels before the bubbling started, and they stood up and they're like, I don't know what's happening. Is this part of the dungeon? They're like confused. They're a little confused.
I mean, we're
But-
also confused.
I did have a question. Do we know what's going on? Has Kanori told us about the things that her parents said and that there's going to be big scary monsters coming for her? And these are probably them?
Good question.
I did
think we did.
clarify. Yeah, I
Yeah.
did clarify it when I came back after like I had the drunken like, oh god, my parents told me way too much about their personal life.
Yeah, we had that morning discussion.
But how much did we learn about like gateway? And I don't think we know what that means. I think we
I-
just know.
Yeah, I know that there are spirits after me.
Yeah, I think that's kind of all we got.
Yeah,
Moxie kind of knows because she was
Yeah.
there. I think.
yeah, at least in that.
Moxie should know a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
Before
that
we
in-
begin too, I just want to make sure that you hadn't casted aid or anything, right?
not today. I was gonna
Okay.
wait to do that before we went into the dungeon sphere.
I just
so how
wanted to
about
make
that?
sure. So
yeah. All right.
Whoops.
So all my preparations are complete, everybody, which means that I can now take your initiative rolls. Who got above 20?
done.
22.
No.
22.
All right, 15 through 19? Well, 15
Um,
through 20?
Moxie's 19.
All right. Anyone else? Wonderful. All right, 10 through 14?
14 for Umbrin.
13 for Vrexel.
Kanari?
I had advantage and I rolled a 7.
Oh.
Lyrics.
It's okay. It's okay. I always say it's better for the healers and the support to go later. Well, healers later, support earlier, because then you can like buff people before their turns.
We'll see
fun
what
stuff.
happens.
All right. So let me just pull up the monster stats real quick. You hear from Zinnia say, "The game masters always know how to throw in a wonderful twist. Oh, I'm so excited about this. This is so unexpected of them."
Eat her.
And Colonel, you say, he turns to her and says, I'm unsure whether or not this is a part of the plan, but it seems as though we must perform a battle anyway. But that is totally okay with me. All right. So, with initiative rolled, Braina gets to go first.
Woohoo! Okay,
You got your crab bucket?
I got my crab bucket, and
So you ran to the guy to get the crab bucket, right?
no, I had it because.
Oh, you just had it. You took all the
because-
crabs?
No, because I had to make strawberry daiquiri in it.
Oh, yeah.
So
Alright.
it's like a quarter filled of strawberry daiquiri at the moment.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gets me there. Because it says they said give us the gateway or something, right?
Yep.
And let's see. We did, but we don't. They look like aggressive though, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they yelled out something. Somehow it was in common. You all understood it. And
They're just
yeah,
that angry.
they seem to be pretty aggressive the way they're emerging, and their snapping claws and their tails. The smaller ones have the tails and the claws. The larger one is just a collection of wiry tendrils that look almost like eels sloshing around all together. Blue glowing energy throbbing throughout.
Okay, so Brain's gonna run up to there and she's gonna say, I don't know what you're talking about, but you can just go right back from where you came.
Round one.
And I'm assuming there's some sort of large rock or maybe a sharp shell or something on the beach that she can grab and huck two of them towards Biggin.
You do see some shells down here. I mean, none of the shells are like that big that they would seemingly do damage. But you can always try.
Anything?
Not near, like they're skipping stones, like that size. Like you can grab some and go. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Nothing too crazy on the shoreline.
Ooh.
Or do you throw that beach umbrella like a javelin?
Is there a beach umbrella right there? No, that's in the big.
How about you?
A little further back.
The map is
Okay.
exactly what you see on the beach. That's why I drew the volleyball map.
Oh, actually, okay. If there were, okay, I was assuming there'd be rocks. Let's see.
No, beaches have rocks, especially fantasy beaches.
You would think, but apparently not.
But no,
Okay,
there's no
5,
rocks
10,
on the fantasy
15.
beach.
Can I 20, 25, 30, 35, 40? So if I, instead of gone straight there, sort of detoured towards the beach umbrella.
I was half expecting you to take the volleyball and spike it into their face.
Nope, I'm gonna grab the beach umbrella and huck it like a javelin.
All right. Well, it is an improvised weapon. So you can use it as like a javelin. But since it's improvised, you won't be able to use your proficiency bonus with it. Just your strength.
Lame. Well, she's raging before that too. So,
Yeah.
but she's just going to basically run and like grab and hawk the umbrella. Hopefully,
All right.
hard enough that it doesn't like.
Do you want to throw it at the biggin or one of the
Yes.
two? Okay, biggin.
17 plus strength was 522.
Yeah, it'll actually hit. So use javelin stats for determining damage.
Dokie. Where are they hiding? Oh, with the new backpack thing, everything is in a weird place. There it is. Let me re-equip that then. Action, even though it's still only got one. Okay. 7 points of damage.
All right.
And I'm raging and standing on the beach and saying, go away!
It seems to like hit him, slide into like some of the swirling tendrils that makes up his body. But he doesn't really act as though it did much. You did deal damage though, so your rage damage continues.
Cool. There was only one umbrella, so I can't make my second attack. So that's my turn.
All right, I need you to make a DC 16 intelligence saving throw.
Cool. I'm super good at those.
Intelligence save.
Hi, Brenna.
As it uses its reaction called empathic feedback. So when it takes damage, it can force that creature to make a DC 16 intelligence saving throw, or else you will take damage.
Booyah! 15 on the dice. Plus 1!
Oh, thank God.
A barbarian who succeeded on an intelligence saving throw?
Oh, sweet Jesus.
I
That's
just
wild.
heard a plus, and I was like, well, that's good.
Luckily,
Right?
it's one of those sucker save effects. So you take no damage.
I'm just really...
Save or suck. Wait, no, is that the term?
Sucker save.
Yeah,
Same
that's the
thing.
term, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. After Braina, it is Zinnia's turn.
Ooh.
Zinnia is going to... come on, Mr. Pumpington, let's go! And she will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She is a gnome, so she does not have a lot of speed. And she's going to turn to Braina and say, Braina, do me a favor. Come and throw my weasel. And then she turns around and she casts Melf's Minute Meteors. So she takes her wand from her hair and her hair falls down and descends to her shoulders as she whips her wand around and meteor starts orbiting around her head. And she casts a spell. Or she casts the spell and can send 2 meteors streaking forward. So instead of attacking the large one, she is going to send one at One at each of the smaller ones. So they fly forward. They make a cool whistling sound as they do. And the smaller ones have a dexterity of +2, and they must succeed on a dexterity 16. So that number 1 fails, and then number 2 will actually succeed. So number 1 will take... Number 1 will take 5 fire damage. And number 2 will take 3 fire damage. That's not much, but it does help me prepare for next time. And she has how many? She has 4 meteors left.
Yeah, it comes with 6 to start.
All right. After that, it is Moxie's turn. You caught that though. She said, "Throw my weasel." To Brayna.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she says, "Come and throw my weasel, Brayna. It's imperative."
I hate her. I hate her so much from the other side of the beach.
Okay, so before I run over, Moxie is going to kind of look to Umbrin and be like, big one or little one? Like, what do I attack? Because she said several times now where she attacks the wrong thing, so.
Focus on one. Hit will bring a hit.
So I'm going to run. Oh, wait. What is my. No, I'm still at 45. Okay. So I'm going to run to. We just had it. Yeah. I'm going to run to here. I think that's 45. Yeah. And then I'm going to bonus action turn on the tattoo. And as my action, I am actually going to use the signature move. So I'm going to empower the fists. My fists with more damage.
Wonderful. So as your tattoos light up, the golden glow seems to streak around your arms, and then as you throw even more power into it, the glow grows. And you need to make some throw, right?
Yeah, I need to roll a D100. So.
Yep.
Wow, 25. I'm good.
All right. And so you are now having this radiance surround
52.
you, almost, as light burns around the area. And then that is the end of your turn, correct?
Mm-hmm, yep, that's ready to punch.
All right. So after that, I'm reading some abilities. It is Quori 2's turn. Quori 2 is going to run up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. What's your speed? 30, 35, 40. It is one space away from getting to Zinnia. And unfortunately for Zinnia, it has a range of 10 feet with its sting attack. So instead of using its multi-attack, it is going to have its stinger slash out and try to stab at her. So it will be a +6 to hit. And so that is 17. Zinnia, however, is going to whip her shield up, or whip her wand up, and a shield appears, and it hits against the magic shield and reverberates back. She says, "Oh, that was a close one." And that is the rest of its turn. So now it is going to be Colonel's turn. Colonel doesn't have any weapons or anything, but he is still going to attempt to cast some magics. He runs forward just a little bit, getting behind Zinnia just in case, and he will cast Crusaders Mantle. So Crusaders Mantle means that within 30 feet of him, everyone gets to add 1d4 to their attacks. So whenever they make a weapon attack, they get to add 1d4 radiant damage. So the people within this radius are Moxie, Braina, Zinnia, and guess what? Kanari as well. I don't know why I put your frying pan on there.
Is it an aura
cast
or is it a casted spell? So as of this moment, those people have it.
It is an aura, so it is emanating from him while he maintains concentration or for up to 1 minute. And that is his action. His bonus action is going to be something super awesome. Whatever that is. Oh, nope. So he just expended a 3rd level spell. He will take his bonus action to use the Harness Divinity. No, he's not going to do that. Harness Divine Power. No, it uses a Channel Divinity, so he's not going to do that. He's just going to be... I am very exposed right now. He's just in a swim trunks, sunscreen, and a hat. But we can do this, team. Everybody, let's go. And now it's Umbrin's turn.
Well, we gotta know. I'm going to kind of position myself in front. I'm gonna like duck under the net, kind of slide in front of Kanari and hold my arms out like, I don't know, just gonna keep you safe. You're the gateway, I guess. And because I gotta know, I'm gonna throw at the big one a mind sliver. It's an intelligence save of 16.
Intelligence save of 16. It rolled a natural 20 on the die.
Oh, that's rude.
So it
I agree.
does not do anything. I was like, where did number 2 go? And I remembered it ran up on the beach. Okay, anything else on Bread?
Yep,
That's your action.
Yep, bonus action to pop out the Shadow Blade. Hope
All right. So your Shadow Blade lightsabers out, shadows wreathing around it, swirling around you, and then it is Vrexel's turn.
If a robot could look worried.
So Braina, you don't have any weapons right now, right?
And I do not.
Okay, so Vrexel is going to 5, 10, 15, 20... Oh boy. 20, 25, 30. Uses action to dash. 15, 20, 25. Get here right in front of Braina and then reach backwards into the trunk of holding and pop out the Warhammer that he sort of like pushed into it like 5 or 8, 6 sessions ago. He probably can't lift it fully out of the thing, but it's just going to kind of sit there like with its handle out and offer it to Braina. It is a standard Warhammer 1d8, you know, and just have that at the ready for Braina to take on her turn. And then, just for fun, as a bonus action, Vrexel's going to reach into his belt and take out the light hammer that he has, and using its radiant weapon infusion is going to cast or use its bonus action to make it shed bright light. Just try and basically distract them and make himself like a beacon and a target as the weapon just starts to glow with light for about a total of 60 feet.
So Braina is now armed?
Can Braina
If I can grab it as a like, I still need to grab it. I don't have it in my hand.
I was gonna say, I don't know what the logistics
yeah.
is of needing to take it, but
Taking a weapon like that is just a free action.
okay. So
But
on
on
Braina's
her
turn,
turn, yeah.
Braina will be armed.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Thanks,
Vrexel has it at the ready. And that's action to dash, bonus action to light up the weapon. So that's it for Vrexel.
All right. And with that, it is now Devlin Taylor's turn. Devlin Taylor stands up. Man, that's not cool. Who invited these folks? All right. He's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to look at Kanari, see that Umbrin is kind of guarding Kanari, and he says, hey, do you use shields?
To me or to Umbrin?
To Kanari.
Yeah.
All right. And then he starts playing a song, and something about the song seems to like almost vibrate the air around you, and in front of you, a shield begins to materialize. and it grows right in front of you, hovering in place, expecting you to take it on your turn. All right. Now, you.
Oh my god.
And then Moxie, he's gonna say, "Hey, Golden Girl, this one's for you." And you get a bardic inspiration.
Woohoo!
Noise.
That's all I can do. And then quori number 1 is going to run up on Moxie. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Moxie, it runs up on you. It doesn't run. It just sort of like slithers its long pincer, or long stinging tail, slithers behind it, almost like a snake, except it's going through the water pretty adeptly, and it will make 1 pincer attack against you.
Well, that's rude.
Oh, that is a 3. So you ducked underneath it, as it then it's going to move 1 more spot. 2 more spots. And it's going to make another claw attack against you. And that is a 21 total.
Yeah, that would hit.
All right. So the claw attack lashes out at you. One of its claws just whoosh, and it will deal. Where is my other d4?
1, 4, 5, 9.
9 plus 3, 12 damage.
-7 as the Ancestral Guardians intercede.
Nice.
And as it sees that your Ancestral Guardians are interceding, it is actually going to use its Stinger attack, which has the 10-foot reach, against you, Brena.
Rude.
And so, oh, that's a 2. So you avoid its reach. Matrix it, just like, and after that, it is Biggin. Biggin is
I was debating if I was going to hold for this one or not.
Biggin is going to say, "Surrender the gateway," and it is going to make a mind thrust against Vrexel and Brena. So I need both of you to make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
That sounds terrifying.
that's a 3 from Vrexel.
Almost,
Wow.
it's similar to what you felt from the Mind Flayer in that one room, but it requires your wisdom somehow.
Yeah.
18.
18 is a success. All right, so if you failed, that is 19, 20, 26 psychic damage,
Oh,
or
boy.
13 on a success.
Oof.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And then it's Kanari's turn.
He didn't move up at all. He's just gonna stay out in the stupid ocean.
He's letting the
Jerk.
underlings do it.
Oh,
Wouldn't you?
God. Oh, sweet Jesus. Don't laugh like that. How dare you? How dare you?
If anyone's to blame, it's Yuri's fault.
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
You know what? Just for that, Jeff, I'm gonna make you put my Twilight Sanctuary on the field.
That is totally okay.
I'm really hoping one of us dies. I'm here for the angst.
Ah!
The cool thing with it's 30 feet of.
A 30-foot radius, I think.
Yeah, you can make the tokens pretty big now.
Nice.
All right, so this is where it is, and I'm gonna
One.
hide it from y'all just in case. So
Okay.
Devlin and Umbrin are in it.
It's 30 feet?
Yeah, it is 30 foot. Let me double check. Yep, 30-foot radius filled with dim light. It moves with me. It lasts a minute or until I am incapacitated or die.
Don't do that.
I am going to try my best. Okay, seeing this like giant. I'm gonna hang back here for right now. I am gonna use my bonus action though to cast Spiritual Weapon, and I think I am within. No, I need it to. I'm gonna move up, just right behind Umbren, just so that I am within the 60-foot range to cast Spiritual Weapon, so it's within distance or melee with what's his
location?
Biggin.
Biggin.
Yep.
So if you're up there, I think that puts me and Vrexel in.
So, like right there?
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Oh, that's 65
Actually,
feet.
can I, right in front of him. Sorry, like
Oh.
right here. There.
All right. I mean,
um,
you can control it now.
Yeah.
minute.
30 foot. Yeah, so that should hit Braina and Vrexel as well. It hit Braina, Vrexel, Zinnia, Colonel, Devlin.
Eh?
Oh,
That's only 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh,
It's hitting
got me.
Braina.
Yeah, it's hitting me.
Yeah, if
Not-
you need to step
not-
forward, Kanari, if you want to
Yeah.
get a little closer to help everyone,
I
understandable.
might just. Oh, that's not me. I don't want to move that layer. I want to move me.
That's not me.
I'll just go right next to Umbren. So actually, yeah. So I think that'll get.
Boom.
More. There
Everyone
we go.
but Moxie.
Yeah, that's
Ah.
okay.
Okay.
I can move
well,
into it.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah. So Spiritual Weapon gets an attack off on Biggin, for a 22 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Great. And would the mantle or Crusaders Mantle, does that also affect Spiritual Weapon?
If it says weapon attack in the description, then yes.
Let me
I
look
think it's
it
a
up.
spell attack.
I think it'll.
I think it is a spell attack. I just wanted anything that can help us. Yeah, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5
Yep,
feet.
so
of
not a
them.
weapon.
Cool. Just wanted to make sure I was rolling everything correctly. That is 5 points of force damage on Biggin.
Again, kind of shrugs it off. Doesn't seem to be a large amount of damage compared to its health or stamina, in a sense. But then, after Kanari, it is back to Braina.
Oh,
Zinnia, you
I
still want me to throw your thing?
Yes, that would be wonderful.
get 10 temporary HP.
Okay.
Throw it at the big one.
Brain is going to free action grab that Warhammer. Run here. Grab the Weasel and huck it at Biggin for her
You
first attack.
grab the Weasel. He's in a little bathing suit with stripes around his midsection. His arms are like poking out of it. He just goes.
Ready? And look at him. Ready? And like
All right.
shot put.
Make an athletics check for me, real quick. Which you have advantage because you're raging.
I am raging. Fuck. Oh, sorry. That was a 3 and a 5.
Oof.
Athletics makes that 13.
13's not bad. So with the 13, it will probably land maybe right here. Not exactly where it's supposed to be. Yeah, maybe around here. It's pretty decent. It's not too hard to throw a Weasel. And then Zinnia is going to say, ho ho ho! Now you all get to see my signature move that I call Exploding Weasel of Doom! And as Mr. Pompington just flies through the air, he just looks at her, and then a fireball explosion erupts out of this Weasel.
PETA's gonna be all over our ass for this, Deb.
Oh my god, you killed Mr. Poppington!
Oh, he'll be fine. He's just going back to the Feywilds.
Oh my god.
It's just a spirit. Don't worry about it.
You didn't say you was going to explode your guy. Oh my god.
I said
Okay.
he's fine. All right. So, actually, I need Moxie to make a dexterity saving throw as well.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my
Oh no.
gosh.
The DC is 16.
All right. Well,
Mhm.
that's a 10. Wait, you said it's a 16?
Yes. You have Bardic
Um,
Inspiration, so that's a D8.
Oh, it's a D8. Sweet. Hang on, I don't have one of those out.
This is based on Braina's low roll, by the way.
Okay.
If Braina rolled better, it would have been a.
I rolled a 3 out of
Much
5.
better.
What the heck, man?
4.
It's like my initiative. That advantage, like, jeez.
Where's my 8s? Oh, there they are. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna use that Bardic Inspiration. So,
All right.
no. It's only a 4. So,
Oh no.
All right. So, on a failure, you will take 22 points of fire damage.
Oof.
Oh no. That is entirely too many fire damage.
It seems to hit number 2 pretty hard. But number 1 seems to have reacted pretty quickly, and the big one seems to have also reacted in time to protect itself.
If it
But
hit number 2, does it hit Vrexel?
I kind of positioned it like right here, or like around here.
You're not marking on
I
the map.
can't
you don't know
actually
where
do
you're
Oh
going.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can't see my ruler.
Zinnia
So-
would never hit Rexel.
don't worry about it.
I was saying that it was like hitting probably around here, so
Okay.
20 feet from that.
Alright. Okay.
All
Close enough.
right.
Oh, okay, and then I get my second attack, I assume. Oh, my
Yeah.
cat is being weird. Okay, so I'm going to so I did 5 free actions to grab that Warhammer. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going here to give people opportunity for flanking if they would like, and then I'm out of the thing. Oh no. This is fine. Everything is fine. I'm going to recklessly attack at this guy with this Warhammer, and I'm still in the 30 feet of Colonel. 19 plus, I think 8 on a standard Warhammer. I think I have one of those in my bag somewhere, maybe. No? Just on my +1. I'll subtract 1 from whatever it is. Yeah, it's a +8, so 27 to hit. And, I have 10. And that. So 7 on the 10 D10 plus 3 on the D4 because I'm in the thing.
Mhm.
So 7 bludgeoning, 3 radiant, and then 2 more from the raging, and 5 from the strength total for 70 points of damage.
Total.
3 of which is radiant. Okay.
It doesn't like that. You hit it fairly hard, and you seem to crack its exoskeleton-like form. And it goes. Kanari, you understand what it's saying, and it's basically cursing Braina out.
I like to do the thing where
Rude.
people that talk to their cats, they go right back in
Yeah.
his face. Except for not saying anything because I don't know what he's saying.
So once you are done, then in his Zinnia's turn, Zinnia will say, I wasn't sure that my Weasel was gonna do much, but now I get to act.
We certainly hurt our monk a lot.
And she is going to release another fireball.
Another fireball.
I mean, the one guy, the Weasel, was exploded in a fireball, and this time it will indeed hit Pretzel and Brena. However, as Zinnia is waving her wand around, she seems to sculpt the spell around you, allowing you to both succeed, or all succeed, and avoid any damage whatsoever as she casts it.
Wait. Would
Wait.
Zinnia get ejected for hurting Moxie, hurting another player in the checkpoint?
You're unsure of what's actually happening right now.
We noticed this sculpt spell effect. We can note this down as something that our characters would have seen.
Yeah. As the fire is about to consume you, it appears as though there's a bubble around you of the fire, and you feel no flame, no pain.
Is she a sorcerer? I thought she was a wizard.
Evocation wizards get scope spell like.
Oh, you're right.
They all fail this time. Oh.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. And there's 8d6. Alright, so that's 10, 13, 17, 18, 20. So 23 points of damage all around. And the number 2 appears to be bloodied in front of you. The burns are seeming to like scorch some of its side, and it's smoldering, kind of screaming in pain. And then once Zinnia is done, she is going to say, I'm going to move back a little bit. And as she moves back, she will actually provoke an opportunity attack from the Stinger. But she was not aware. I mean, she might have been aware, but she's gonna get hit by it. The Stinger is going to stab into her for 1d10 plus 3 damage. So this is piercing damage. So that is 6 piercing damage against Zinnia. And then she has to make a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw. Which she fails, so she will take an additional 3d6. So 12. And so as she gets stung, psychic energy seems to pulse through her, and she stumbles, and then her eyes begin to go wide, and she seems frightened of this creature now.
So she seems frightened, and this is the end of her turn, right?
Yeah, this is the end of her turn, so she can repeat that saving throw.
Well, if it's a fear effect, I can just cancel it with Twilight Sanctuary.
Oh,
because I can either grant temporary hit points, or I can end either a charmed or frightened effect on a creature.
Yeah, and with your passive perception, you would notice that she's now frightened. Her face incontinence has changed. Yep.
So rather than that, I think just a couple of stars kind of like a couple of constellations, like the meteors, like swoop around her and kind of disappear into like this little fireworks or like shooting stars to like soothe her. And I look at her and it's like, you're fine.
She breathes a sigh of relief. If it was Rexel, he would have just let her die. So kudos to Canary.
Rex and I have this thing where we're gonna kill Zinnia off together and no one's gonna know.
And then it is Moxie's turn.
Okay. I am going to, I think, step back 1 or to there so that I'm in the thing.
Yep.
And I'm gonna Moxie's gonna stay on this one to kind of keep it away from Canary and Umbrin. Since it seems like kind of everyone else has this one down here. So I'll go ahead and do an attack with my fists. Oh, this is not the right character sheet.
You got another character from another campaign up?
No, I was just looking in case I died, which one I maybe want to bring. I was trying to think ahead. I got sidetracked. Oh my god.
I'm gonna clip that.
She's ready to bite the bullet anytime. Don't worry.
You guys are
I'm
so
ready
far
for
ahead of where
that.
I am. I have no idea what I'll bring.
I have so many characters that I've like kind of half-assed made, so I gotta figure out which one. What is this? That would be a 16 against the. Oh, wait, can I get to add something? Right,
That's
for
to damage. You get
damage,
an
got it.
extra 1d4 radiant damage, and you do hit this one.
Okay, so. Alright, there's a lot I gotta roll for now. Or I
Yeah.
gotta add, actually.
You got the tattoo activated, you got your punchy punch,
I
you
think
got
I need
the extra
3d6s.
radiant, and you got your signature
let me check.
move.
Yeah, so I think they're all D6s right now, which is helpful. But I'm gonna check really quick because I forgot to write it down in my notes. Oh no, okay. So it's a D8 for the Righteous Fury, and then I think the tattoo. I wish the tattoo would be like on my thing, but it doesn't quite tell me this one. Is a 1d6. Okay, so. Okay, so for my unarmed strike. That's gonna be an 8 radiant damage, 4 psychic damage, and then 11 just me punching it in the face.
Wow, okay, 23 points of damage.
2 of those dice were maxed, so that was fun.
Woof.
Yeah. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and hit it again. Maybe. That's gonna be a 14.
It will miss. However, Colonel will see that and say, "By the War God's blessing," and you get plus 10 to that roll.
Oh, sweet. Okay, wait, hang on. I'm sorry. So I could also add the 1d4 from Colonel is damage.
Yes.
So okay, I didn't roll that. There was a lot of dice. So that's an extra 4 from the first one.
Hey, another match.
Okay, so then that one hits again, right? Because of Colonel. So I'll go ahead and roll all of these dice again.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a 1 force damage, 2 radiant, 10 regular punching, and then an extra 1 from the D4.
All right, so 14. He's not looking good.
Cool. So we're gonna go ahead and spend a key point and do bonus Fury of Blows. Oh jeez. Okay. So this one's been.
So 2 more attacks.
Yeah.
Colonel uses reaction.
That's a 14 plus 8. So that'll
14
hit, right?
plus 8?
8, yeah.
Yes. Yep, totally.
I just didn't want to math. Okay, so that is a 4 psychic damage, another 8 radiant damage, and then an 11 punching plus a 1 from Colonel.
4, 8, 11, and 1?
Yeah.
How would you like to kill this thing?
Awesome.
Nice.
So Moxie is like standing in front of it, and she's like, as she like, sees that they're looking at Kanari, she's like, "You're not gonna get through me," and she like punches it, and then like it like flares up with all of this righteous magic stuff, and then she like kind of knees it or punches it again, and then like she comes down with both of them and just like slams her fist into it, so it like goes into the sand.
It will fall back and splash into the water, and you actually see its form start to steam and shrivel until it disappears in front of you. Also, I forgot to mention that Devlin since he's a creation bard, when he gave you that bardic inspiration and used it as a saving throw, you get temporary hit points equal to the 4 that you rolled, plus an additional 4. So you have 8 temporary hit points right now.
Okay, cool. Let me go ahead and add that to my temp.
Which Kanari might give you more or less. If it's more, then you replace it. If it's less, then you don't replace it.
Yeah.
I rolled and I got a 7. So
okay, so we'll keep
Also, do you still have
8.
1 more attack?
Yes, I do have 1 more attack.
Nice.
And
You can come stand in front of Rexel and get advantage.
yeah, that's probably a good idea. So Moxie will then kind of run down
Or
here.
you don't even have to move with your tattoo if you want.
Oh, you're right. If I do the tattoo, do I still get the Righteous Fury? I can't remember if we talked about that.
Yeah, I think we said that. Yeah.
Okay, well then actually Moxie will stay here.
I don't want to move.
No, that's 25. So she'll move a little bit.
I'll see. What do you think of my map? I put a lot of work into this.
It's
It is
really
a
nice.
lovely
really
map,
good.
Dev.
Mhm.
I'm pretty proud of it.
Okay, and then we'll go ahead and so that's an
Especially the
18
volleyball
to
net.
hit that one.
18 hits.
Okay, and then okay, I've been telling you each one separately, but it doesn't seem like there's any, like, it doesn't have any resistance to the like force damage or the. Okay, so that's 12, 13, 15.
Oh, it
damage
does
total.
resist to psychic damage. That's important to know. But that's only
okay.
like a little bit.
I don't think that the Eldritch is psychic. It's force, I think. Yeah, so it's force.
Okay, you said psychic earlier. I was like,
Sorry.
I didn't know she did psychic, but
I
okay.
forgot. It's force, not psychic. Anyway, so that's 15 damage on that one.
That's not looking too good either.
Oh wait, I forgot. That's 15 on the dice plus an extra 5, so 20. Because I forgot to add my modifier on that one.
All right. Well, Moxie, you killed number 1, which means its turn. It does not take its turn because it's dead. And so now it's Colonel's turn, and he is concentrating on Crusaders Mantle. And so what he will do is he'll cast a Sacred Flame on the big one, if it's within range. Is it within range? Let me check. It's within range, so big one will succeed, unfortunately. Wait, does it succeed? That's dexterity. I think I read the wrong one. Oh, it doesn't succeed. That'll take some radiant damage. Huzzah! 2d8. So 8 radiant. And then he will also cast his own spiritual weapon, which as a bonus action, which will then make an attack. And unfortunately that will miss. Sorry, Colonel. Oh, no. Wait, maybe yes.
What is his weapon?
Yeah.
His weapon, it's just a large mace looking item, typical cleric item. But it seems a little specialized. Something interesting.
Does it look like a
Here you go.
chicken wing?
Does
It
it look
does
like
not
he's
look
a
like a
basic bitch?
It definitely looks like he's a basic bitch.
Okay, well that makes sense.
Yeah. And now it's Umbran's turn.
Colonel gets 9 temporary hit points.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Umbran does not know these things are resistant to psychic damage because no one's done it yet. So he's gonna run up and hit it with psychic damage.
Oh no.
Run up into flanking, but does not matter because my Shadow Blade gets advantage from Kanari's Twilight Domain anyway. And well, I'm going to assume a 21 hits.
Yes, it does.
Awesome. All right, so that is going to be. I'm also, Green Flame Blade while I do it. So it's gonna be.
And the 1d4 from the radiant damage.
And the 1d4 from the radiant damage. So the actual, real damage he's taking is 3 radiant, 2 fire, so that's 5 full damage, and then 14 points of psychic damage, which is going to be half to 7.
Okay, how would you like to kill it?
Oh, wonderful! Yeah, seeing Kanori unafraid of these things and step forward to fight after he was just going to stand there and guard her. He runs up with that Shadow Blade in hand and he just slices this thing across whatever it has for a neck and watches it fall.
Goo just shoots out of it, but it seems to be in vapors. As it starts to shrink and shrivel up, different shadowy tendrils release from it and it fades away. You think you have the advantage? No. And
You just killed
anything
2
else
of
on
your
turn?
fangs.
But they're weak pawns before me.
Umbran gets 7 temporary hit points.
Thank you.
All right, then it's Vexel's turn.
All right, that changes Rexel's plan a little, seeing that there is a flank that could lead to Kanari. Rexel's going to try and move and close that off, and then is going to just give a fairy fire a shot and try and light up Biggin.
Light up Biggin. All right, dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
It fails.
All right. Well, now we actually quite literally have the advantage, so here we go. And that's it for Rexel.
All right, then it's Devlin Taylor's turn. He
9
is
temp HP to Pretzel.
9.
going to run up.
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. How far away is he from this beastie? All right, so you remember that umbrella that Brayna threw earlier?
Yes.
So Devlin is going to say, "Oh, fancy that. Look at how convenient that is. Thank you, ma'am."
Welcome.
And he's going to play a tune. And the umbrella starts to rise up out of the water, and it starts like releasing its umbrella like a frilled lizard. And he is going to say, "All right, now, umbrella, I just need you to do the work for me. Attack that big thing, okay?" And Umbrella turns to look at him, nods in its Umbrella fashion, and it takes his turn immediately after his. His bonus action was used to command it, but then it will fly up. I need to get an Umbrella mini. What's a cool umbrella?
Is this guy supposed to be like Elvis or something? Is that what we're going for?
No, he's just chill.
Oh.
All right,
Yeah,
so
It
the
is chill.
umbrella is going to move forward and then make an attack against this creature
With advantage.
with advantage. So it makes a force-empowered slam. So it starts opening up and then spins around and slams against it with advantage. And Devlin's spell attack modifier to hit. So it hits! The umbrella slams against this creature, dealing 1d10 plus 3 force damage. So 6 force damage against it. Alright, that's Devlin's turn and the umbrella's turn. So now the big un is going to look at y'all.
Devlin gets 9 temporary hit points.
Oh, you know what? I feel a lot better now. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Thanks for the shield.
Yeah, you can keep it.
Oh, well, thank you.
It only lasts for 3 hours, though.
I will treasure it until then.
All right. It is going to move forward. And
As it gets within 10 feet of Rexel,
yeah.
he's going to use his reaction to cast Ink Spray.
Ooh. All right. So I rolled a 15 on the die.
It's
And
a
his
DC
dexterity-
17.
His dexterity is +2, so that is 17.
Oh, damn. All right.
And then the umbrella is going to make an opportunity attack, actually. And it'll hit. Umbrella, and then smacks. For 9 damage. And then Big Un is going to turn to Brayna. No, not Brayna. It's going to turn to Umbrin. And Umbrin, its tendrils lash out at you and start wrapping around you, and I need you to make a DC 16 charisma saving throw.
Charisma saves. I'm great at those. 16 plus
Oh, you're fine.
6, 7.
All right. So it failed that attempt to possess you, but it will still use a mind thrust ability against. I'm gonna roll for it. No, he's gonna be angry, and he's gonna mind thrust against Umbrin for succeeding against his attempt to possess you.
You
So
should've
that
just chose
is-
somebody better.
Another DC 16 saving throw, except it's Wisdom.
15. It
Oh, that was close, though. That
was
very
close. It was a 13, but +2.
Okay. You will take 27 points of psychic damage.
-3.
Ooh.
-3, so 24.
24 -7 from my temp hit page. He is
So that's 17,
17?
going towards
Okay.
your total hit points. Yeah, or
Okay,
towards your normal hit points.
not too bad.
And that's the end of his turn, so now it's Kanari's turn.
Okay. Now that there's fewer of them. I think I'm just going to keep things simple. Bonus action, I'm going to move the frying pan up into melee range with it.
Bonus action, frying pan.
Uh,
It has advantage.
Yep. Let's just hope I roll well. Oh. 19 plus 7 for a 26 to hit.
You totally hit.
So that's 9 points of force damage.
All right, and now make a DC 16 intelligence saving throw.
Yeah, figures. Intelligence saving throw?
Yep.
That's a 17.
You are fine. Nothing happens.
Bonus action is going to be used to.
Bonus action was your frying pan.
Sorry, not bonus
Yeah.
action. Action.
Okay.
He already has advantage on it. I don't think I've used. Yeah, I'm just going to do a first level guiding bolt at this thing.
All right.
This would get advantage too, wouldn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. That's a 21 to hit.
21 definitely hits.
Why?
Yeah. I rolled 3 6s and a 5 for 23 points of radiant damage.
Right
Woo!
on.
That is the best I think I've ever rolled damage.
Can't
on a
hear
guiding
Yuri.
bolt.
Yuri,
Oh my god.
say something funny.
Oh, I was gonna say how proud I was. Can you hear
hear.
me?
Yeah, I can hear
Okay,
you.
you're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I mean, Wyatt froze for a second and then it said my internet was unstable and I was like, no.
Oh, no. Holy crap. Oh, that's exciting. That's fun.
When your cleric cackles at the damage roll.
Yeah, right.
That I'm used to not rolling well, but like I don't know. Yuri's internet must have gone out, and I got there like luck with all the dice for a second.
You just have to look your dice deep in their eyes and tell them to roll good. That's what I do.
All right, so when you are done, it is back to Braina, right at the top.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna make a couple swings. Double tens, boring.
I don't even know how many rounds it's been.
This
We are
is
just
round-
hit
round
round
three.
3.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Double tens equals something 18,
Pretty sure you. Yep, you hit.
and I'm still in range of Colonel.
Yep.
So 9 plus 2 is 11, plus 5 is 16 points of damage on the first hit.
You're noticing that it doesn't seem to resist your strikes or attacks or anything.
Cool, and then a dirty 20 for my second hit. Ooh, that's some garbage. 5 plus 5 is 10, plus another 2 is 12.
All right. And after Brayna, it is Zinnia. Zinnia is going to launch a couple of her meteors right at this thing's head. And so that is 2 dexterity saving throws for it. This is her bonus action. And so it'll fail the first one and fail the second one. So that is 4d6.
Get those meteors in my personal name. Like, oh my god, these suck so much.
It's just like nice to have an extra bonus action, and they're really good for groups. Because if you have a group, then everything within has to do it. So it's good when you're fighting against hordes and whatnot. But that's her bonus action, which wasn't a spell cast, it was just the effects of a spell continuing. So she is going to cast another spell. It is going to be Scorching Ray. So she's going to do 3 rolls against it. And only one of them hits.
With advantage on those?
Oh my gosh, they have advantage. All right, so I'm going to roll the next 2. Oh, they both still miss. Dang. Oh, bullocks. And that's 9. And now it's back to Moxie.
Huzzah! Alright, well, she's gonna kind of chill where she is. And it's punching time, maybe. Who knows?
Got your calculator ready?
Yeah, right. So that's a 16 to hit.
16 won't hit, but Colonel will do his thing again.
Okay.
The war god favors you, my dear. And
Hell
plus
yeah,
10.
War gods.
So 26.
And I'm still in range for his extra thing, right?
Yep.
He's still doing that? Okay. And is this guy, oh my gosh, words are hard.
You have advantage
For what?
from Fairy Fire.
Oh, okay, but not for like my actual damage.
Oh, no, not damage, no.
Yeah. I
Okay.
just wanted to make sure, because like I can tell you each one individually, but if he's not like
Psychic is the only resistance.
Okay, so it's 9 plus 5 is 14 damage.
All right.
And then I'll go ahead and punch him again with a 19 on the dice.
Mhm.
Okay. 18 damage.
Wonderful. All right.
And then I will once again use Fury of Blows to do some more punching.
Monks.
Because why not? That's a 21.
21 hits.
Okay. 16 damage.
16.
Okay, well that's out of the box. Dice. And that's a 15 to hit.
That will miss, and
Okay.
Colonel doesn't have a reaction.
Yeah. 3 and a 4 ain't bad.
All right. Moxie, once you were done, it is back to Colonel. And Colonel looks at all of you and says, "Now, everybody, it's time to show you my trick." And he holds up his holy symbol, which he carries with him everywhere. And he says, "Glorious arms for each of you." And
He looks at her arms.
he... No. And each of you, everybody, essentially, You get the effects of Branding Smite cast on you.
Oh, wow.
That is
Kills
his
us?
signature move. No. So when you make your next attack, you can add a 2d6 radiant damage when you hit.
Oh my gosh. I
With
would
a-
like to do that now.
With a weapon, or with or can we do spell attacks?
Weapon. It has to be a weapon. Yeah. So each of you, if you are holding or bearing a weapon, your weapon starts to glow. The same kind of hue that his holy symbol is now glowing as he's holding it up.
You said that was what damage?
2d6.
36.
And that's relevant to you because you're next.
I like to
Well,
imagine at this point, like Moxie's just glowing like kind of purple and kind of just a lot of gold.
Oh, and then he's gonna toss a healing word at Zinnia.
okay. Do we think 3d6 plus 3d8 plus a d4 is going to be better than 4d10?
Yes.
Okay.
I always think of it this way, like if you'd roll a 4d10 versus all that, the minimum you can get is 4. Whereas like the other way, the minimum you can get is however total dice you have. So there's
I
that.
say 3d10 plus 3d8, or 3d6 plus 3d8 plus a d4.
Okay. I did roll my Constitution saving throw to keep my dagger up, and it was a 20.
Okay, cool.
So that was okay.
Thank you.
All right, so this is with advantage. Gonna hit this thing for an 18 plus 8. Assume
It hits.
it's gonna hit. All right, let's go all these dice. Okay, so the base is gonna be 8 psychic damage, drop to 4, plus 1 radiant. Nope, plus 9 radiant damage and 3 fire damage. That
So
was
16 total.
16 total. Okay. Thank you for doing the math for me.
All right. So then you'll potentially get some temporary hit points. Oh, you will because you lost all of yours last time.
I did.
Oh yeah. Did Colonel get any beyond his 9
I haven't been rolling.
for Zinnia
just
or
because-
Colonel? How dare
Well,
you? Oh, you did.
neither
you
of them
did?
have been hit, so I mean,
That's true.
Umbren's
Drexel,
Umbren
you're up, by
gets
the way.
9 temp HP. Do you want me to roll for Colonel or Zinnia to see if they get
No, you're
extra?
good. You're
Okay.
good. Drexel's turn.
All right. Rexel's going to just kite over that way a smidge, and then the branding smite arms. Does that work with Rexel's armor, the lightning launcher?
Only weapon attacks.
It is considered a ranged weapon attack, but it's not with a weapon. Artificers are weird.
What do you add to it when do you add your ranged spell attack, or do you add a...
No, I add my intelligence modifier like a fighter would add their strength to a sword or something. It's considered a ranged weapon attack, but it's not like a weapon that I
Yeah,
hold.
if it's a weapon attack, it gets added to it. Yep.
Cool. Then in that case, that makes it worth it. Rexel will do 2 lightning launcher attacks, both with advantage still. So the first one is a 21.
Yep.
So, whoa! I rolled the same thing on both dice both times. That was weird. 21, 13, and 3 on both die. So okay, this is gonna be a lot of d6s.
And a D4 for each of those.
D4.
Because the Crusaders Mantle.
That's right. Okay, so the first one, he's going to add the extra d6 that Rexel can do, and then it's 2d6 on top of that?
Yeah.
Oh boy. So the first one, plus a d4.
Yep. For each.
Oh, that's not great. 8, 10, 15. First one is 18 points of damage of a mix of lightning and radiant. And then the next one That's a little, well, that's okay. 2, 7, 9. Next one's gonna be 14.
All right.
And that's it for Vrexel.
Alrighty, so it is now Devlin Taylor's turn. He is right by this creature. He is going to move back a little bit. Fine. Okay. Because he doesn't like being that close. He's not a close range kind of person. Yeah, man, I just don't do that. And he is going to use his bonus action to tell his umbrella to do a smackaroo. And then he says, you know what, man, this is too much. You just go away. And then he casts Dissonant Whispers. He's going to do it at 3rd level.
This is too much.
This is too much, man. Just, nah.
Nah, man.
Oh, it succeeds, so it won't run away. But that is 5d6.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
So that is 11, 12, 15, 21 divided by 2 to 10. So, it's psychic damage. Devlin doesn't know that, so then he only takes 5 damage. All right. So then once that is done, the big un gets to go again. And he is going to roar. And he's going to do 2 Mind Thrust attacks. One against Umbrin and one against Brena. Actually...
You know you want to, Dev. Come on.
No, he's going to do one against... He's trying to get to Kanari, so he's going to try and get everyone out of his way towards Kanari. So he is going to shoot one off at Moxie, so DC 16 Wisdom Saving Throw, and then one at Umbrin, DC 16 Wisdom Saving Throw.
14 plus 2!
Right there.
16 plus 3.
All right, so you both will only take half. So this is damage to Umbrin.
I haven't done my turn yet. Never mind.
So 13, 16, 17 halved to 8. And then this one's Moxie. 10, 11, 13 divided by 2 to 6. And then it's noticing that its chances are not... It's not doing too well. Oh, I forgot the umbrella's going to come up and sneak and try and get an attack off. It'll miss.
With advantage?
Oh my gosh, advantage. Oh, that over here! Umbrella smack! 4. It appears as though it will do... What's it got? Plus 4? Yeah. 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 Oh, it adds his proficiency bonus. So only 3 to the Force Empowered Slam. So that's 10 damage to it. The big gun is going to start running away. It seems as though I have been foiled. 5.
What a little bitch.
Arm tootin'.
Opportunity attacks.
Opportunity attacks around the board.
Woo!
At advantage.
Aw. Does 18 hit?
It does hit.
Woo! I had put away all my damage die because I thought we would have killed this thing.
Brena and Moxie. And Umbrella. Umbrella fails.
That's
22 points of damage on an 18 to hit.
Ooh.
23 to hit.
23 hits.
Plus D4.
And that's 11 damage.
9
Oh, wait.
halved.
Since I'm punching it, can I still add all of the extra stuff with the punches, or is it just?
Mhm.
Okay, hang on.
You get to add the Crusaders, and if you make a weapon attack and you haven't used the branding smite yet, you can add that, and I think that impacts Yuri.
Yeah, I had done it.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay, hang on. Let me do that part too. So, hang on.
My fists are weapons.
But I don't get sneak
Jesus.
attack, and I can't use my Green Five Blade, so it's just the standard.
No, sneak attack works.
Sneak attack's fine?
Yeah, sneak attack is every turn, not round.
Oh.
And you had others within 5 feet of it.
Okay, well that brings my 9 up to a 12.
All right.
So 6 points of damage.
27
Moxie-
damage.
Oh. So Moxie gets the final hit.
Alako.
How would you like to do this?
Oh man, as he starts to turn away, I just imagine like Moxie sort of lighting up at this point. And if I had my notes open to the correct page, she's called the Light Bringer, right? Or protector.
You're the Light Guardian or
Light Guardian.
Guardian of Light, something like that.
Yeah, so she'd probably like as it tried to run away, sort of like weirdly grab it or whatever and be like, you're not getting away from me. I'm Moxie's I'm Kanari's Light Guardian and fuck off. And then she would like slam it into the ocean and punch it.
Punch it, punch.
So
yeah, she just like slams it down and then is like on top of it punching.
with overwhelming force, you are burning it as this radiance is coming from you. It's searing into its form. It's yelling, it's screaming in both quori and common, and you basically just like grab around it. It's a massive creature, but you seem to get your hands all up in it and you just slam it down with incredible force, and then just one single punch right in the eyeball. And it just starts shriveling, turns into a little ball, and then disappears.
Tell your friends too.
Don't come back.
Devlin starts walking away and he says, "Man, that was a lot of work. Come on, Umbrella." And then the umbrella flies over and he goes back to his little sitting place and puts the umbrella right in front of him, or right above him. And it opens up. And we are done with combat. You have saved Kanari once again, and now we're going to go to a 10-minute break. Woo. They survive!
Once
You
again,
didn't
the
die.
day is saved.
That would have been terrifying.
And we're back! Hello! Hello! They survived! I'm not surprised.
We didn't die.
I didn't intend for you to die, so that's why I threw 3 extra people in there.
I would like to restate that Dev is too scared to kill anyone.
Maybe I just love everybody's characters too much.
They're a fun ensemble.
They are. So anyway, so you are now all just on the beach. The combat over, dust settling. Devlin's already back to playing some quaint tunes. And Zemia just looks at everyone. All right, everybody has all of their limbs. Colonel, you're good. You weren't even hit, were you? I wasn't. And how are all of you faring?
I've been better and worse. So.
Right.
Kind of in the same boat.
You know, Kanari, how about you get Vrexel and I'll take care of Moxie and Umbren with some healing.
Sure. That works just fine.
Wonderful.
Were
Don't-
you,
Hmm?
Colonel, if I may, were your team not intending to go back out into the dungeon?
We'll
Would-
be fine.
Is it truly wise to waste resources on another team?
We'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Inside check.
Huh?
15.
He's not trying to deceive you, it seems like. Umbren, how many hit points did you go down?
I went down 25 from my 45, so I am technically bloodied if I had blood.
All right.
Which I
So, he rolled max. So that is 12 plus 3, so you get 15 back. And then Moxie, he's gonna cast another healing word. 4, 3, 2, so 4, 7, 9, plus 3, so that's 12 healing to Moxie. There you go. Not all the way back to ship shape, but
Thanks.
it's
How many
decent.
hit points are you missing, Brayna?
I'm only missing 13.
Okay. I'll just do... I'll throw a 3rd level healing word at you. Just because I haven't used any of those yet today.
And plus, Umbrin, if it reassures you, I don't believe that we plan on getting into any scrapes when we leave here. We've got other plans.
Well, nobody plans on getting into these scrapes, but they just happen.
That is true, that is true. We do have 3 other party members who have not used any resources. Oh my gosh, everybody, that was so much fun! You all did so well! Look at all of you! Oh my gosh, the abilities that you have, you threw up your Twilight Sanctuary, didn't you? Oh, that was wonderful to see, and the benefits, wonderful. And
I'm
Drexel,
so
your
sorry,
lightning
Zinnia.
launcher. Ha. Yes?
Did your weasel explode?
Oh yes, Mr. Pompington and I, we worked out this thing where if we're ever in a pinch, he'll just explode. That's what
Why?
well, nobody expects a weasel to explode, do they?
I mean, I guess that's true.
We like had like I said hi, and then I threw him, and did not pretend. No,
I mean, he is just a familiar, so I can
you
always use a
you should have
ritual.
really warned me. I was not expecting him to explode when he flew out of my hands. I thought it was me at first.
Well, you
like-
did throw him at a giant monster. What did you expect?
Poor Brina
Like-
took psychic damage from that alone.
Like I expected him to like bite his neck or something. I don't know. Did they seem to have necks?
Moxie, I must apologize to you. I did not intend for you to get hit by the fireball. The positioning of Mr. Pompington wasn't ideal. And I am unable to sculpt that fire explosion. But the rest, the other spells, normally I would be able to.
It happens, I guess. You know, it's all
Right.
part of the weasel gig.
And suddenly, you all hear a trumpet sound. Goo, 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 goo! And above you, a face appears in the sky. The face seems unfamiliar. Just a man with a curly mustache. And his voice booms out over this area. Hello, everyone. Sorry about that technical difficulty. But congratulations on thwarting that threat. We did not anticipate that anything would get into these checkpoints, but, you know, it made for some great TV. Congratulations.
What do we get?
When you call back up, it doesn't appear as though he actually hears you. No, I just do want to say that we will ensure that that does not happen again. We already have our best people on it.
Can I insight check whatever this face is telling us?
Sure.
That is a dirty 20.
Ooh.
You kind of see that he's definitely masking the worry that he has in his face. We will get that all sorted out and taken care of and make sure it never happens again. But for your endeavor against this, you each will receive 50 gold pieces. And all of you feel like in like whatever pocket or whatever you have, you just feel like like something, a weight
50?
there. Yes, well done. And you know, it was a great surprise challenge, was it not?
No.
Now, good luck in the sphere, and we hope that you continue on with high spirits. And then the face leaves.
I would have pretended that was all part of the challenge, but I mean, to each their own, I suppose.
Oh, I guess that wasn't part of it. There must have been some glitch in the Nexus network. Yes. Well, I got very sweaty from using my abilities. So, Zinnia, I'm gonna go into the water. You know what? That's a good idea. And she takes her hair back up, puts her wand back in, and Colonel and Zinnia go back into the water. Or go into the
Those
water.
things just came from there.
Yeah, but we got rid of them. When they start splashing around.
I was of the same mindset as you, Moxie.
Y'all have any thoughts what that was? Like, it seemed like it wanted you, Kanari.
Yeah. I didn't think they'd come soon.
I guess it's clear that they have no idea what's going on. The, people.
Alan. Whatever my dad's sending me can't come until we leave the checkpoint. I'm able to return. Or until we're able to come back to here.
Likewise with the contract.
Well, I guess that means we can't leave anywhere without our stuff. I felt particularly naked without my shield and Warhammer.
Yeah.
I felt pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah.
Same.
It's weird being without armor. I'm gonna head back to the tavern.
Yes, I think resource-wise, how are we looking?
Have fun.
I mean,
I have quite a few spell slots left. The only thing I'm a little tapped out on would be I wouldn't be able to summon the sanctuary until I take about an hour to rest.
Yeah, I'm 1 spell slot down, 10 hit points down. I personally feel fine going back into the dungeon, but if others think we should rest.
Why don't we just take like an hour to kind of collect our things and freshen up, I guess. And then I sort of don't have my like bigger gun things, but I wouldn't get those without like a long rest, or like I have to wait till tomorrow anyway for the tattoo. So that'll just give me some key points back, and I think we'll be good.
Yes, a short rest then?
Yeah, just a quickie. And then are we...
Did you say just a quickie?
Yeah, on accident. I didn't mean to say that. And then I chuckled at myself. Oh, God. And then nobody said anything, so I was like, maybe I said it too quietly. Nobody heard.
No, we were all
me.
It took me a minute.
That inside.
I'm immature, so I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, I didn't. Most of the time, I do intend those things, and that one I did not. I don't even remember what I was gonna say now.
You're just role-playing Moxie so well that it just comes through unconsciously.
Exactly.
Yeah. Moxie just overflows.
As we start heading back, Umbrin will touch the earring and cast the command word to get the second level spell slot back with his Pearl of Power. Okay.
Rexel's gonna use some hit dice since he is pretty hurt.
Yeah, I'm also gonna.
Oh yeah, hit die. That's a good idea.
What am I at?
Let's do 1d8 and 1d6.
Oof.
I'm gonna get that 10 back. Aha! 4 and 7.
I rolled 3 1s on my hit dice, so I hope I don't need those anytime soon.
Oh jeez.
So are all of you heading back to the tavern?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Short rest.
So as you head back to the tavern, you actually see that there's another team here. They're sitting at a table. They seem to be in the midst of a conversation with each other. There are 5 individuals, 4 smaller, womanly-looking individuals. One seems to be in armor with a headscarf. A couple seem to be in just plain hats. One of the women has dark skin with a vitiligo pattern on her face and a hook for a hand. And then towering over all of them is a Loxodon, who is large and actually had to put together 2 seats to comfortably sit at this table. There's another one who is a halfling with an eye patch, and then the other one seems to be in a very unique type of armor with vibrant purple tattoos on her face, really standing out because of her dark skin.
Team Sphinx? No, Team Trent?
Leviathan.
Siren?
Oh,
Siren?
Leviathan. Ah, yeah, Team Leviathan.
You don't see any other teams here or any other members of... Oh, you do see one member of Team Phoenix. It is Brent Locke, the sorcerer that always has an open jacket and the burn scars across his chest, and he has a cigar in his mouth. He's just smoking it. He's
We're
drinking.
just gonna look at the group. Just go to our rooms and get our stuff.
Yeah, are we heading out right now, or?
I mean, you can sit and compose yourselves.
Well, you need to spend an hour doing a short rest first.
Right.
Yeah, we don't
so
need.
can
We
kind
don't
of-
need to do it down here.
Yeah, I mean, I think Moxie would kind of just head back up, like kind of like nod to the one dude that they met yesterday, maybe wave to the new party or like the new table, and just sort of head upstairs.
When you wave to the new table, they all look at you and give you dirty looks.
Well, that's rude. I'm just trying to be polite.
Brent does that like head nod thing where you're like he puts his chin up.
Yeah, the 2 of us do that.
He locks eyes with you, and then he reaches into his pocket and then throws you a cigar.
Moxie definitely catches it and takes it up to her room to chill and have some cigar. Cool dude.
As a courtesy to Brent Locke, Umbrin's going to go over and tell him that 2 of his members might be a little exhausted. There was an incident down at the beach, and they valiantly assisted us.
Yeah. Thanks for the heads up.
No problem.
They'll be fine though. Don't you worry.
I mean, I was hoping you wouldn't worry, which is why I came over. You are...
Never worry. Never worried about my team.
Oh, yes. Your team leader is quite rambunctious.
Who's your... You think Zinnia is the team leader?
Well, of course she's the team leader. She commands such a presence. Such an imposing, powerful...
Giving it right back.
No.
You must be so proud of her.
No, I'm Bryn. I'm the team leader.
We all think we're the team leader, Brent. I've got
sure.
bad news for you.
You're funny.
Hilarious.
I'd offer you a cigar too, but you can't breathe.
Very astute. Thank you for reminding me. I often forget.
I'm excited for our deal, our alliance.
Yes, quite a fruitful partnership, I'm sure.
Pretty excited. He takes a long draw on a cigar. The tip just like starts to glow with that red hot quality. And then he breathes smoke into your face.
Okay, all right. I can tell when I'm not wanted. Thank you, Mr. Locke. Have a lovely day. Umbrin will dramatically flip his cape into Brent's face and walk off.
He just like he has his chair tilted back, and then he just like leans it forward and watches you walk away, and he's like,
May I sleight of hand to grab his chair and like knock it over?
"You can surely try."
As I turn dramatically and you can't see my hands anymore. 13 plus 7, modified 20.
All right, let's see if he can see it with a perception check. What is your perception, good sir? Ooh, +1. No, he sees it. So what do you want to do?
As I cast my mage hand just before he can lean his chair back to try to yank it out from under him, and as I turn, I wink.
He just nods back at you. Watches you walk away. Says, "I like that one."
And then I go to sit down on the other side of the room to take my short rest because I don't have a room at the inn.
You just stand in a corner, just looking in the corner. All right. What else would you all like to do in the meantime?
Brandon's gonna gather up all our stuff and then knock on Kanari's door.
I think you hear kind of shuffling and something being knocked over. Kanari opens the door and her eyes look a little red.
You okay?
Not really. Can
Want to talk?
you just hug me for a little bit?
I can do that.
Yeah,
Brandon
I
goes in.
think, I think Kanari just is her room is normally fairly organized, but you can tell she's she got back and just kind of lost her mind a little bit.
Now I feel guilty. No, Kanari, what did I do to you? I make
Yeah,
him
no.
really sad.
Brandon just, big old bear hug.
I think after,
We won't let anything happen to you.
No, I know. I don't want to put anybody at risk. There are some things you just can't do. And I don't know.
You're not the one putting us at risk. They're the ones that are coming and doing the bad stuff. It's not something that you're doing.
Thank you. I know that's entirely what it is. It doesn't feel like it and I don't even know. It's just this other half of something that shares. I don't know. This whole level has been a challenge, to say the least, and
Well, we know how to get out now. So let's just focus on that. Focus on finding another thing. Focus on finding, I don't know how many we need. 2, 3. Just focus on that.
Okay.
And we'll get through. It'll be fine.
thank you.
You're welcome. And she goes in, Do you need some help cleaning up a little bit?
Yeah, you see her chainmail is falling onto the ground. It's okay. Yeah.
This can be. I know this can be tricky, and I'll help you get
Yeah.
it on. You can kind of get the things lined up. Oh man.
Yeah, I kind of did a number. Sometimes you just need to cry.
Yep. That is a true fact.
I asked my dad if he knew anything about if there were any big curses he remembers. I mean, he and Mom, they both know a little bit, but I think this might be something else. I don't know. He didn't seem to have too many. I think he was more concerned about the dark quori than
Well,
most other.
your thing is a little more pressing at the moment.
Well,
We get this sorted out. Mine's gonna seem like nothing.
yeah. I know. I want to make sure whatever I can do to help. And I know you'll do the same for me, and we'll all depend on each other. It'll be fine, but... Wow, we're really
all here for you. We're all here for you, Kanari.
Thanks, Greg.
You're welcome. Everything is going to be fine. That's why we're here.
Okay. Yeah, let's go join the others. I think I'll just... Give me a minute, I'll make the bed and just do all that stuff.
We're going to quick squeeze around your shoulders. We'll be waiting.
Okay.
We'll be ready. And then she'll head out.
I finish everything I need to in the room and kind of take a look around. And as I'm walking out, I stop, look at the mirror. And I just shake my head and walk back downstairs.
Just a reflection. All right, so as everyone gets their things and congregates downstairs, the team Leviathan is still down there. They got some drinks, they got some food. They don't seem particularly loud. They just are keeping to themselves. They don't even glance your direction. But yeah, it's been around an hour. Your short rest has been completed. You get all the benefits of that short rest. And yeah, what would you like to do now?
Drexel, during the break, will come over to Umber and sort of, all right, so we need these coins, right? So where... We didn't get the one at the Temple of Moradin, and then we know there are some temples over to the west, so I guess that's where we want to go, right?
Yeah, do you want to go outside to look at the map and see? Oh, you copied the map down. Jeff, could you give us the map?
Yeah, it's on Owlbear.
Could you put it up on Owlbear? Let's see.
Yeah, I posted it back in the Discord so that you can open it back out. I posted in the handouts.
Ooh, nice. So, where we came here, the temple, was up here to the north. Is that the only coin that we don't have that we know we should? Or is there another one?
We've been to 2 temples. We have not gotten the coin from the Temple of Moradin.
Correct.
So there should be one there.
We
You
also
also
didn't
know
get
that-
it from
Yep.
Eldath.
Right. So we didn't get that one. But
Yeah, but that's very far away.
do we want to start at Moradin and then just head west and see what we find?
I think that was what our plan originally was.
Okay.
Because it would just be too far to backtrack. So we keep going, keep exploring. We assume it's 1 coin for everyone. We have 1 so far.
Right. Alright, well, I was just checking in, team leader. Give you like a little wink and then goes back up to his room.
Bray's probably the first one down because she didn't really need a rest, so at some point.
Yeah, as
Give
people
her a
come
cup with
down
Kanari.
and join the party. Join Umbrin at the table. He'll fill him in on what our game plan is.
Brent's still down there.
Whatever.
He just doesn't ever leave.
Brent and Leviathan. He has his drink. He's just sipping away.
I almost
So-
want to ask him why he didn't go to the beach with his friends. But I don't think he'd tell me. Also, I don't care.
Hey!
Between you and me, Brenna.
Wait, I'm not down here yet. I want to come down just in time to hear that. Just...
You come down, you hear it.
I don't think Inari says anything, but she seems to be in a little bit higher spirits, or at least put together enough to like.
Oh, Brandon, you made her feel better.
Oh, I'm still traumatized. I hope you know that. But
That's why it's called Traumadors.
it wasn't even a door this time.
About trauma.
Trauma points.
Trauma everywhere.
Did you all add the 50 gold pieces to your
Yeah.
inventory?
Yes.
Cool.
I do happen to have, quietly I say to my team, I do happen to have a 1,003 gold.
Ooh.
Nice.
If we wanted to splurge and get something fancy.
Do we have
am
anything fancy we could even get that we need?
not necessarily
I could save it.
Thing we need.
for a rainy day. I mean, do you guys need rations?
I still am good. I can do a round of. Tomorrow I could prepare different spells, so I have to create food and water.
I should be okay until our next thing.
Brandon kind of is digging through her bag and she dumps out. She's got like just a pile of like crackers and like hard cheeses and stuff. I think that should be good for a while. Like a lump of salami, like a long thing of hard salami.
Too bad you didn't have that at the beach.
Why would I waste a perfectly good log of salami on a stupid monster thing?
I can't get the mind of you running around holding a big thing of salami, hitting monsters with it. Oh.
Mm. No.
Are we ready? Have we gotten Moxie and Rexel back?
Mm-hmm.
Moxie's probably the last one down, and she's like, still kind of like rubbing nap out of her eyes.
All right. Head into the dungeon. Sphere.
So you make your way towards the exit. Like I mentioned when you entered, the exit isn't anything fancy. It just appears as like a normal building with a normal door that you can't go past. There's like big fences around it. But the door, it says exit, and right next to the door is the map on the big ol' board with 3 points glowing before you. The Morden glowing point, the Morden Temple, the Eldath Temple, and the Palor Temple.
Brandon's like trying to jump up and touch the Morden one. That's the one we want to go to, right?
Yep.
I'm a little short. I can't quite reach it. I probably could reach if I actually did, but did a bit of barb jumping. That's fine. I'm like a little kid trying to get the cookie. I can't reach it.
As Brenna's doing this, I just click on it and head through.
As you click it, the glow goes from a pale white to a green, seemingly indicating that that is your selection.
Good job, Umbrin.
The door opens up by itself, and you actually see the interior of the temple beyond the door's portal.
Is
As
anyone
they
else?
get ready to walk through, Moxie would be like,
I've
"What did
already
you
gone through. I said it a while ago.
And as you step through, you enter the Temple of Moradin. This temple seems to be fairly spacious, with a large statue of Moradin right in its center. Different pillars go from ceiling to floor, and throughout you see different depictions of dwarves from their genesis, where Moradin actually created the dwarven race, through their Stone Age and their Brass Age and learning the different metals and stuff that they use for forges, the building of dwarven kingdoms. It seems as though there's a bunch of dwarven history here, and Morden's picture seems to be over each of these different periods and points in time.
And as we walk through,
guiding.
you brain is like, and this is when this thing, and then look all the bronze stuff, like this, and this is this, whatever, and all this stuff that I've just said, except for like in full,
Brenna
like,
E.
whatever. Yes.
When we all get through, what happens to the door?
And when you turn to look at the door, once the last one of you steps through, it slams shut. And if you were to go to open it back up, it would just be a broom closet.
It doesn't lead into the temple?
But we're in the temple.
No, you're
right?
in the temple.
Oh, we entered into the temple. Oh, I thought we were on the outside. Does the door not exit?
No, there's the exit door. It's just you stepped
We came through the broom closet.
the broom closet
Okay.
into this temple.
I had assumed that, whatever. Okay, let's get looking.
Where was the last one you found?
It was in a button under an altar, or it was
Statue. There's like a small statue.
statue had a, Just start
Uh,
looking at things.
Who wants a little boost?
Great.
Yeah, sure.
Yep, feel free to boost someone, and then whoever you boost can roll an investigation check. And if someone with
Oh, maybe not
proficiency
me.
in investigation wants to assist and provide the help action, then you'll get advantage.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna use enhance ability to give Fox's cunning to one person, so you get advantage. I think Umbrin or Vrexel have the best investigation scores out of all of us.
Mine is only a +5.
Mine's +8.
So
I'll
Yeah.
give it to
Only a
Vrexel.
plus
yeah,
5.
I will assist, only a +5. I will assist Rexel in investigating.
So Vrexel will get advantage from enhance ability, and he has what is it? Fox's cunning. I think just for flavor, I think Kanari has a different constellation that she kind of dropped. Hey!
That is
Oh
a-
yeah.
28 on the new critical roll die.
You start looking around, and you go to the statue because that's your first instinct. And as you're looking around, it's a large statue, but on his right thigh, right on the back of it, not thigh's in the front, on his hamstring, there appears to be a little hole that seems to be intentionally there. And if you were to stick something into the hole, you see in the back there seems to be like one of those pressure buttons. You push it, and then it'll pop something open.
Oh. I think I got it.
You think a screwdriver might fit.
Screwdriver.
And as you poke into it, you hear the switch, and a little plate on the floor actually pops open,
Uh-oh.
and it seems to be just a little ajar.
Oh.
Do you need a bigger jar?
How about a door?
How big of a plate on the floor? Just like a little 5-foot little tile, or?
It seems to be just like a little tile, just like it just was like. Ching.
Oh, okay. So we'll climb down and pry it off.
It takes a little leverage, but then you open it up, and inside, sitting on a cushion comfortably in there, is a little coin with a screaming face on it.
Oh boy. Mage
Classic.
hand, pick it up.
As you remember from the last mage hand, you do hear like the remnants of this person, the soul inside screaming in agony,
Yep, that's
beckoning for you to release them.
This is it. It's yep.
Begging, not beckoning, begging.
Do we have any immediate use for this?
Just toss it in the bag. We need 3 more of
Yeah.
them.
Yep. Okay.
And it goes into the bag of holding, and now you have acquired 2 soul coins.
Oh.
Soul coins.
Is somebody else holding the first soul coin? Or is that in the bag as well?
I believe it was in the bag.
We put it in the bag.
Okay. I'm just gonna put that down in my inventory.
Do we? Or does it have a physical effect on Rexel at all?
Just the wincing from hearing the screams and the agony.
Doing okay?
Just the agony. That's all.
Oh, Reximal, it's just a little agony. You'll get over it.
Don't worry about it.
All right. Any other need of the temple, Brenna? Do you want to take a minute to prostrate yourself, or I don't know what dwarves do?
Well, normally we do a small craft, but I don't think we got time for that.
Okay, let's go.
So, yeah.
I'm sure he'll understand.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
give me a minute. Give me a minute. You guys go. I'll be out in just a minute, and then Brain, I'll do something. I don't even know. And then go.
Typically, like if you want to give reverence, you would probably get on your knees and pray.
Something
And
like that, yeah.
like if you have any sort of like stone or metal or something, you would probably offer that up as an offering.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She would. Let's see. She probably has something in her. She's got the woodcarver's tools. She's got the mason's tools. She's got the smith's tools. So she's probably got some sort of something.
And you feel a wave of calm wash over you. Like there's a deep connection here. You're in the middle of the mountains. You are in the middle of a temple to Moradin, and this feels so much like home and an ancestral place that you even almost hear your ancestors breathing the sigh of relief with you.
Good stuff. And then she'll walk out.
You exit, and the crew is waiting for you outside. They'll
We
look
ready?
at you.
Yeah.
So we're going to skirt around the lake to this
Skirt.
little pass.
Yeah, so you did notice the lake as you were walking along. You kind of like went here and up. The pool of blood was like around here. So you do know that there are some like passages that seem to head west from this temple through the mountains.
Do we want to go through the passage, or do we want to make our way through the mountains?
You're unsure of what awaits you in this way. But you think that maybe it's because you saw the map, this passage might be easier.
Yeah, so we do know what awaits us over here, you're saying?
Yeah, you know that there doesn't seem to be any structures, like no threats.
Okay, Moxie, get your finger off the map. You're not helping.
I'm not touching it.
Prexel did copy down the map. He used
For the
his.
fact that Moxie's probably like, woo!
Yeah, Prexel did use one of his tinkerings to replicate this map. So you do have it in front of you as you're discussing things.
How much of like the detail on this map, like the little portal looking guy down here, how much of that kind of stuff was on the original map and therefore is on Rexel's map?
Everything you see here is what was on the map that you saw.
Okay. So that
It's not like perfectly to scale. I'm not
sure
the cartographer or anything.
but we do have, like, you know, we know that there's a little village over here in the south.
Do we think this spooky thing right here would be a temple?
Probably.
Or that might be the...
Like
that
entrance?
It could be. I mean, I don't know. I know there are those two glowing blue things, but I almost wonder if those are like the gateways to like either side. Like it's like a quick travel between the mountains or something like that.
Hey, Producer Ryan, if you do want to like switch to battle map to let people who are watching see the map while they're talking about it and throwing their glowing orbs of irritation around.
Fingers, damn fingers.
The
You can
link,
totally do that.
there's another link in
I thought
Discord,
those
right?
went down
Yeah.
into the mountains.
That could be actually.
Yeah, we don't really know what this does.
I say we don't bother with the portals. They
Yeah.
Aren't
Less
necessary.
interested. Rexel's less interested in the portals and more in the sense that like we can put markers on the map and be like this, and this is where we want to go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're not kind of flying blind here.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say we know of the circus.
Feel free to draw on this
Mhm.
map, by the way, with the paint tool.
Oh
my-
no.
That's a mistake.
Ha ha ha.
So we know because we heard from Empyrean
Mhm.
that the temple to, I think this is a god or goddess of comedy,
Yeah.
and then we heard from, or Moxie heard from Phoenix about Saloon and
Mystra.
goddess of
Mystra.
cheese.
That's cheese.
Magic, elves,
Cheese.
Yeah.
Cheese.
and zombie clowns.
And zombie clouds. Yeah, because I think, didn't we say we were thinking that we'd go kind of from here around through zombie clowns and then down to these two, and then that would kind of put us at least either within a reasonable distance from either
Yes,
this
we
or
should definitely
this.
check out whatever this is on our way, but then start making our way over to.
Yeah.
I just noticed that
Yeah.
there's something spooky flying on this map. There's like a picture of a dragon on this map that's a little upsetting. I've
Where?
just noticed.
Well, we've seen
Right
here.
here. What
We've
is
seen
this?
that.
What is that?
we've seen the creepy flying thing.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm just a little disconcerted. It's on the map.
Hey,
Right.
there's another dragon. Just
You know, it's fine.
So,
it's just all dragons.
It also kind of looks like there's maybe like a little town down here.
oops,
or
all
something?
dragons.
I
Do
think
we
that'd be a good.
that's-
That might be a good place to hit on our way, like if we kind of swing
Like coming down.
like down and then
Yeah.
around.
I do have
Yeah.
to say, I am very
And we could
curious
stop
about
here,
the
yeah.
fountain with the
Yeah.
spooky trees.
Yeah.
By the way, time-wise, you showed up at the beach late in the morning. You didn't really get a ton of time at the beach, and so I would say it's probably around. You probably ate during the short rest as well. We'll just assume that there's provided foods and such, and so you think it's maybe around 1-ish, 1:30.
We know
Around.
that crab too. at the
Excuse
beach.
you. I've got a watch.
According to Umbrin's watch, which somehow has like avoided any theory of relativity sort of
Time
nonsense.
dilations.
Yeah.
It's a magic watch, Dev. My dad made it for me.
Mhm.
You'll be hearing from his father about this.
What is this fist? Who put this fist here? Did I-
I accidentally grabbed a fist. I don't know how or where or from what. My bad.
I don't either. Where did that come from?
I don't know. I just grabbed it.
Oh, maybe you accidentally grabbed it from the side. Yeah, if you-
I accidentally
Wait,
punched
can you
the
see
map.
all of these things on the side too?
Yeah.
Yeah, the token.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, we can see the tokens.
I thought that was DM only.
Oh no.
How do I get rid of them? I don't know.
Oops.
I'm just here to be annoyed.
What?
You can
Oh
just
my God.
click them
You
and
can
drag them
use-
down to the
Yeah,
trash can at the bottom.
you can use the tokens to indicate things if you want. What is this?
What?
Nightmare fuel.
What is this in the corner?
The upper right.
There. Oh, I
Oh
missed
Oh my
it.
gosh.
Deleted
Where
it.
that came
Goodbye.
Let's move on,
Focus!
guys.
Drexel will still have advantage on intelligence checks for an hour since I'm still concentrating on it.
Hey.
And enhanceability. So if you're gonna do any, I don't know,
Smart things.
artifice, smart things. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, artificer stuff.
Got it for an hour.
Yeah.
So we're heading kind of down to this first, and then over to the.
Yeah, we're gonna skirt around the lake, go through the path in the mountains, and check out whatever that very fun spooky pillar is. It looks like a Yanti, if I forget. Oh, it looks like there's a well on top of
Looks
a
like
long
big
set of
staircase, and then you
stairs.
sacrifice
Ooh,
someone at
yeah.
the top.
Oh, an altar. Yes, you're right.
Yep.
So
Let's
that
go to
might
the
be
spooky altar.
That might be
All right.
our sacred ground for the night.
Yeah,
So-
that's really what we gotta.
That or the
I would
fountain.
like one of you to give me a survival check.
Ooh, that's the one we're all really good at.
Or anyone who's proficient, you can give me a survival check. Also, just a reminder, Rexel does have a boat feather.
I do have a
just
boat.
Go across the lake.
I don't think
Metagaming pigeon.
are any of us proficient in survival.
No,
No,
we've
but-
been making Moxie do it because she's
Yeah.
got the best wisdom.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
have a +4.
Yeah,
do we
why
both
haven't
have
you been
plus
doing it?
four?
I have a +3.
I don't know why we.
Oh, I don't know.
I thought you had proficiency. That's why we were having you
I
do it.
swear
No.
Survival's a butch thing. We've just been making Moxie do it.
They know what they've been doing. I promise you all. And they know it. I hope they know what they're doing.
Survival's a
Look, I've
butch
gotten that
thing.
in most places. Thank you very much. Maybe
All right.
that's why we were having.
Okay.
I need that survival check.
Yeah, I guided myself, but I rolled a 1 on that. Doesn't matter though. That's a
Ooh.
24.
Ooh.
All right. So what I'm going to do on the map is I am going to put a indicator of y'all. Let's say that it's team leader Kanari.
Murder Jeff. I'm gonna drive to Jeff's house and murder him.
So
Scryervision's been canceled. You're a murder Jeff.
so do you want to go this way? Or do you want to try to go this way?
I think that way if we can.
Yeah, we're trying to save time.
Through the mountains.
Skirt around the lake.
If there's not really a way to do that without like climbing a bluff or something, Rexel will offer the boat.
So as you get to the lake's edge, there's the watery side of the lake. It seems to be pretty rocky. And then there does seem to be a sort of incline where you can kind of go to like the base of this mountain and go across some steep cliffs, some narrow walkways, where the water is probably about 100 feet below the footpath that you could follow to get through and to this passageway.
How do we feel about that, folks?
Brandon's fine with it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Rexel
have a-
has spider climb prepared if anyone needs it.
I have a climber's kit, so I'll be fine.
And your twilight steps, just in case.
I was gonna say, yeah. Yeah, that might make more sense. You know, the ability to fly versus trying to climb up the side of a mountain.
Yeah.
I'm very dexterous. I'll be fine.
All right, so I do need everyone to roll me an acrobatics check as you're making your way this way.
I guide myself on this as well.
Yeah, of course.
Great.
Modified 20.
Next week
Adam,
I'll have
home
a Team Reaper token. I didn't think of having a token and just like using the
You
map
can
to
put
kind
your
of.
Team Reaper
navigate
token
such.
up your butt, Deb. I don't want to hear it.
That's a 16 from Rexel on acrobatics.
All right, you are fine.
It's also a 16 from Moxie.
You are also fine.
15. I rolled terribly.
That's totally okay because 15 will do it. Kanari?
You know, I got a good old 5.
Oh no.
Oh no.
With guidance?
Yeah.
Alright,
Umbra
next time
and
we climb things, she just gets spider climb.
Umbrin, how
Yeah.
about you?
Oh, modified 20.
All right, so you're going across. Everything seems fine, but then Kanari looks down, and that was a mistake. And as you're looking down, this vertigo just sort of hits you, and you start to tilt.
Oh, no.
And
Spider climb.
we'll go into a flash time event where you each get one action to respond to Kanari starting to fall.
Spider climb. Rexel on Kanari.
So Vrexel casts Spider Climb. Anyone else want to do anything, or do you just want to let Vrexel take care of it?
Brandon's gonna start to reach out.
Yeah, Moxie would probably also go to reach out as well.
All right, so Moxie and Braina, you both reach out to grab Kanari's hands. You both kind of get a hold of her as Vrexel. You hold her in place, tilting off the side as Vrexel comes up and cast Spider Climb. How do you cast Spider Climb? What happens?
Basically, he whips out the quill and basically kind of makes a little lasso in the air out of a glyph, and then it lashes to Kanari's feet and then sort of grounds her, like sinks into and forms boots around her feet. And yeah, spider climb isn't helpful if you're in free fall, so the assistance of the others to kind of keep Kanari in place is useful. But then as soon as she makes contact with the side of wherever we're walking, it just like
so the
sucks you in,
runes,
like
yeah, the runes wrap around your feet and your boots begin to glow, and you feel almost weightlessness. A gravity doesn't seem to affect you as you are now precariously on the side. You feel a little dizzy and disoriented from the reorientation of gravity for you, but you know, you're alive.
Don't look down.
No
It
falling
just
into
makes it
the
worse.
Yep.
water below. You look and you see like jagged rocks sticking up as well.
Oh, mistakes.
Water splashing on the side.
you're Mission Impossibling this mountain.
Like this, towards the sky, maybe, or maybe just like the wall over here.
Everyone
That
puts their hands on their hips and they're like, "Oh, Kanari." All right.
Yeah.
So you continue making your way until you reach a decline. You follow this path until you come back down until the flat lands of the lake shore, and you continue walking through. That whole trip took you probably about an hour. Okay. So enhanceability will be done by the time you reach this passageway. And what you see, it appears as though the mountains had only grown to the sides of this large passageway. It seems to be about maybe a couple miles across. And the land is a little flat, just some grassy textures, some rocks here and there. But it seems pretty passable and wide enough to make it so that you don't feel any concern about anything from the mountains targeting you.
Can I just do a quick check? Just a quick check for traps. Just real quick. Not great, 13.
So you're walking along, you're running ahead to check for traps, dancing around, just making sure that you're not stepping on anything. As far as you know, there's no traps. You make your way through, and as soon as you get to the other side, probably take you another hour to get through, you appear, and this western portion of the map seems to be more like autumn colors, trees with leaves that have changed, more weeping willows. The side that you had come from seemed to be more traditional forest with pines, deciduous. This is a little bit more rustic, fall colors, not as thick with the forests, and you kind of can see throughout these regions a little bit better. You definitely see in the distance some rising dead trees, some tower, or a tall tower in the distance, some spiky rocks blocking your passage north, and a misty forest with some dead trees seeming to poke out to the south of you.
What do we see immediately to our south? Can we see that temple-looking thing at all from where we are?
You compare it with the map, and you think that the temple's probably around there, but you can't see it. It might still be tucked in the mountains.
Well,
is it gonna just follow it around?
Yeah, heading south.
Looks like it should be about an hour walk. We keep walking.
That way.
Whoa.
Just marking. Just like here's your reference.
I thought Meg
Okay.
was just adding like
If you
yellow
take out the
blocks.
tool,
Yeah, right. I thought I was too, and I was like, "How did I do that?"
if you take out the tool and you measure 15 feet, that equals 1 hour.
All right, nice.
Oh, that I made it 10 feet.
Oh, was it
Fix
10
that.
feet?
Well,
Well, the first hour was harder because it was mountain, you know.
Well, and then he said it was about an hour through the.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty-o. So as you start to move south, the ground seems to level out, not hilly, just flat lands. And as you continue moving into this area, the fog and the mist seem to get a little bit heavy. And as you are stepping through, you do see the towers of this altar-like temple poking out of the fog, but at its base, the fog seems to be thick, and if you were to enter in, you might lose your way unless you stay on top of it. On top of your directionizing.
The technical term for it.
Directionizing, yes.
We wouldn't have any experience to say otherwise.
You do see in the distance the large, almost citadel-like thing standing up from the mountains with a flame burning at its tallest tower.
We haven't seen that at all yet before, right?
This is the
That's
first
what-
time that you're seeing it, yeah.
Isn't that the thing that we like flew by?
No,
No.
the tower's
other-
over to the.
No, it was
Yeah,
way
that's-
over on the other
yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Way
You
over
can
on the
see
other
there's,
side, you
like,
can
a
see all
bunch
the...
of undead
undead, yeah.
grossness around it.
Oh, I did not realize
So
there's
this is
two
a new-
towers.
The two towers.
This is more of a citadel, while the other one was more of a large tower structure.
Making notes of that.
I need
Uh,
everyone to roll me a perception check.
Oh boy.
17.
17?
That
15.
one.
God
That
damn.
one.
Oh no.
11.
What a great
Nice
team leader.
Jail, Wyatt.
14.
I've been using different dice every single time I've been rolling. Like, I had a couple that were behaving nicely, and then they just betrayed me. Those are in jail.
All right, so, Braino, what'd you roll?
15.
It appears everyone other than Kanari is very busy trying to figure out where to go with the map since, I don't know, she's the team leader. And
Fucking
everyone
awesome.
else,
I hate you.
the fog seems to be rushing past you, like in a rhythmic pattern. The wind blowing towards you. As you're entering this foggy area, it seems to swirl a little bit more, and you can barely see out of the fog. But then you see a dark shape coming towards you.
Oh boy.
And did anyone roll an 18? Nope.
17.
17? All right, Umbrin, you see a dark black form moving in your direction. You're seeing it over the fog, and every so often you see horns popping out. A fin-like appearance and dark black scales. And it seems to be coming in your direction. And you also smell something awful. Almost sulfuric, acidic, rotting. And a low grumble
Message? I cast
you
message
at this thing.
at this thing.
All right, what do you say?
Greetings, we mean you no harm, but if so need be, we will destroy you. So, like, watch out, your choice.
Stay
Does the rest of the group hear that?
It's a message.
Message, you whisper it, so if you're close enough to hear a whisper, you hear in your mind, or almost like it's right next to your ear, stay still so I can devour you.
No, see, this is the funny thing. We will murder you, and it will be sad for you. I'm giving you the chance to walk away from your death.
And
if you don't know, we are the
start-
scariest thing in this forest.
You roll me an intimidation check.
Ooh.
19?
I'd like to see you try.
Oh, I'm
And-
so sorry for what's about to happen.
You see emerge from the darkness the head of a black dragon.
Oh.
Huge before you. Its wings popping up. And it's still about maybe like 60 feet away. But his neck rises above the fog and swoops in, looking around, his eyes wild. Now, which of you do I get to eat first? You
Can
can
I?
choose.
Can I try something?
Sure.
I'm just gonna reach into his bag. He's gonna pull out the deck of illusions. And I'm gonna randomly draw to see what we get. Let me pull
Oh
up.
my
this
God.
Face resembles a skull. Its curving horns wrap around its face and has a couple secondary set popping up above it.
Here's me saying I'm not gonna need my DMG. That's my monster random. Where's my tension master's gun? Oh, I just shuffled the whole thing.
I'll give you a choice. You can choose one of you to be consumed by me, and the rest can be my willing slaves.
Oh my
Yes.
god, what is this? What is this? What is this?
What'd you get? I have it.
I pulled a King of Hearts.
What is that?
King of Hearts. A knight and 4 guards.
Ah, that's not exciting. I thought it'd be something really cool.
That was gonna be another dragon.
Right? I was really
Yeah,
hopeful
that's
it'd
what I was
be-
really hoping, that I'd get another dragon.
I
Yeah,
needed the Ace of Hearts.
I was like, King must be really good. So I summon a knight and 4 fucking guards.
It matters not who you send my way. And he starts reeling back as you hear a bubbling inside of his throat. Now he's about to start initiative. So, if there's anything you would like to do beforehand,
He didn't care about the knight and 4 guards.
No,
they look like measly little meals to him.
I don't.
Seeing this happening, I'm just gonna oh god. Moxie, you got this, and give her Vigilant Blessing.
Oh, okay.
I'm giving y'all a chance to do something creative or clever or crazy.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think.
Can I pull more cards?
You're like, I just need the dragon.
Okay. This will either be really funny or really dumb, so that's like my natural inclination to do it. I'm gonna click my heels together for Steps of Night, and I'm gonna walk up to this thing right in its face.
Oh no!
I'm gonna
You
roll
didn't
something.
take the drugs with you.
It will stop what he's doing, and he looks at you with a big grin with teeth just jagged everywhere. So if you volunteer to be my first meal, or have you volunteered to be my slave, and will choose someone else among you to be my dinner. Well, actually, it's around lunchtime, isn't it? Lunch.
The slight accents changed. For a second.
Well, actually, I was going to talk to you about something, because I feel like you wouldn't necessarily want to piss off an entire plane, would you? I mean, I know you're a dragon and, all of these other things, but we just got chased by a bunch of, hellish beasts. I don't know where exactly they were from, but some nightmare realm, and I'm pretty sure dragons still have nightmares, don't they? I mean, I can tell just based on the way, you're looking. You put up a really big game and facade, but deep down there's just something missing here, isn't there? A desire for always wanting something more? Desire...
No, I just believe that's me being hungry.
You being hungry? Well, I'm a chef. Why didn't you just tell me that? I could have just, do you want food? I can cook you a meal. Not any of us, because that's off limits. Unless you want the whole nightmare plane after you. At which point, we could just have a, nobles agreement just to throw down and have the whole duel, everything like that. But I think all of us would rather avoid that because it just makes you have to work harder for a meal. If somebody's offering you something on a silver platter, say for example, probably a pretty good meal. I've been told my pancakes are quite fantastic.
I would like to avoid hassle.
Exactly, and all we're doing right now is just causing hassle.
I don't know should you roll a deception or a persuasion? Because you're kind of like not lying about some of the nightmare beasts, but you're kind of twisting the truth. You know what? Roll me both. One deception, one persuasion.
Well, why not? I said it was a dumb idea. Oh, well, that's a 12 and an 11. I have a backup plan if this doesn't work.
Moxie has already taken out the vial of hallucinogenic spores just as a backup plan as well.
He
She needs to
steps
offer.
back and sits down.
Yes. I like this game. Show me what you can provide, and then I will make my decision. I don't know why this dragon has a lisp, but it does.
We're trying to be inclusive. If you've got a lisp, you can still be a dragon.
Yeah.
Okay, give me... Look, what do you... I make a very good stew. I could try and whip up some pancakes. What do you want?
How about the flesh of a freshly cooked human?
Not gonna happen, big guy.
We don't have any humans.
Well,
I'm only kind of a human.
You're not a human, Moxie.
Look, if you're willing to bargain with this thing, do whatever you want. It isn't going to be exactly... I'm not a la carte. I'm not a cannibal. I don't eat other people. Not that I'm judging you, I'm just saying to kind of have some perspective here. Like, my diet is not going to be your diet.
Other dragons taste pretty good. Maybe you should try it someday. Eat somebody just like you.
You've promised me no cannibalism in this game.
It's technically not cannibalism.
Yes, it is.
She's a Kala star.
I'm still part
JK.
Yeah.
Listen, civilized humanoids
Close
don't
enough.
eat other civilized humanoids. We've been over this.
Hey, Mr. Dragon, do you see any big thing that we could get for you to add to Kanari's meal?
Yeah. There is something that you could do for me. Something you can get. Something delicious among here.
Something that's not one of us five?
Uh-huh. Go on.
I promise.
Maybe-
Within these sparks. There. Within these sparks. There is a beast that I know would be very tasty.
He licks his lips.
Okay.
We're going to need a little more detail than that, because we made a couple friends in this whole area here, and we wouldn't want to eat them.
The
No.
fog, though.
It is called a frog moth.
A what?
Frog moth.
Frogger moth?
A frog moth?
Frog moth.
Can you spell that for me?
A froghemoth.
Oh, frog.
Froghemoth, Frogamoth.
Very tasty, especially the legs. If you bring that to me, I will consider not devouring you.
Had normal sized frog legs. I bet frog leg is even better.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yes.
So, we go get this thing for you. We make a lovely meal. I have a bunch of spice. Do you like spice?
I like meat.
That doesn't answer my question. Never. You know what? I'll pull out all the stops for you. Obviously, we're gonna need all the help we can get, and
You seek the temple of Tiamat within these fogs. I know that is true. Find me there, bring me this meal, and I shall not seek you out as my next meal.
Cool.
And then he starts beating his wings. The fog starts like clearing around you. You see the scarred lands around you, a various collection of bones at your feet, the dead trees all around you, and then he flies up into the air and then heads in the direction of the temple, his tail swiping through the illusory night and secondary knights. Who put the dragon on there?
I did. I was gonna just mark the Tiamat one.
Perfect.
Don't forget.
And remember, you will not fool me. You will not fool me with such paltry tricks.
No.
Referring to the illusions.
we won't.
Okay.
We'll get you a meal, and then
It was my first time using it. I'm gonna make it better next time. Don't worry.
And
Hey,
off
I
he
thought it
goes
was nice.
into the fog, disappearing as the fog collapses back onto you.
Good
Honestly,
job, Canary.
honestly, my backup plan was just to fire a guiding bolt straight down his throat.
That would work too, but that was a pretty
gonna
big
say we
dragon.
could sacrifice me, and then I would just be the guiding bolt. But that's probably a better one.
Well, I mean, we could always try that out next time.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, Brandon could just throw you. I fire a guiding bolt after it, and you would just fly in and
Here's a
Yeah.
thought.
stab through.
The deck of illusions states that cards must be pulled at random. Do you think I could split up the deck into more specific decks that are still containing random cards to be pulled? And put all the aces together and just pull an ace when I needed it?
How does the deck of illusions feel about stacking?
Yeah.
I don't know.
How would it work if I counted the cards?
Yeah.
Right.
Would it get
I
me
feel
banned
like
from
this is-
casinos?
This is a great idea. I'm gonna separate the deck of illusion into like more useful decks.
So what other paltry tricks do we have?
I mean, I could have
I don't have tricks. I hit things with hammers.
Look, if he had wanted drugs, I have one more left.
I have two.
Oh, sweet. But otherwise, I hit things with my fists. So, and I can weave a mean basket with some grass that we found that I have yet to do.
I love that. Why haven't we been weaving baskets before?
Mainly because I keep forgetting I have grass.
You've been focused on the drugs.
So there's a giant frog in the fog we have to find.
Did the frog go away, or is it still?
Still
it
there.
just
It collapsed back into you. His wings push it out, but
So, if we were to kind of look where we are now, and I were to pull out the compass, like, could I get a general idea of like what direction the temple is, like from where we're kind of standing?
from what you can tell, especially after the fog sort of pushed things away, comparing it to the map, comparing it to the compass, roll me a survival check.
Guidance.
That's gonna be a dirty 20 before the guidance, so 22.
You
with
think
the
that
guidance.
you might have ventured a little bit south while you were traveling through here, and if you were to head northeast, you might get to the temple, and then the rest of this like little area and that town that you were looking at seems to be southwest of you.
Okay. I just want to make sure that, like, even if we're in the fog, like, we kind of have a general idea. Like, if I were to hold up the compass, we would know to
Mhm.
walk a certain way. So now that we have that kind of settled.
And with that, that is where we are gonna end it for tonight. Congratulations, you survived the quori incursion, and you ventured back out into the dungeon's sphere, the haunted lands, only to antagonize a adult black dragon.
I don't think we antagonized it. I think we've been much more antagonizing to other things, like the blood. Cool.
Yeah, we
So-
could have offered
the-
to take the dragon with us for a fantastic
dragon got off
magical
easy
adventure.
so
Yeah.
far. Although I feel like Moxie would be like, does it still count as a safe place to rest if it's like to an evil dragon? Does that
Yes.
still work?
I mean,
Yeah.
sacred ground is sacred ground.
Oh, well, I
Like-
don't know any of this, so that's
I don't.
What is the
If
book of
Kanari would
Elves?
know.
if it's evil.
Kanari would figure it out.
Yeah. So it appears as though next time we will try to find that Frogamoth. And you have a couple or a few other temples that you're aware of. And you're not sure exactly what this town offers or what this fountain offers or any of the other things that you might be able to find on your way through the western portion of this area. And yeah, we'll just see what happens next time. Hopefully you don't make this adult dragon angry. Because it's one thing fighting a giant frog, but fighting a giant frog and then fighting a giant dragon?
Yeah, Umber's
Especially-
really got to step up his game at being more charming.
When you said started listing charisma skills, I was like, oh, this is gonna be great because I have a +0 to all things charisma.
Umbrin really proving he's not the leader of this party as once again, Kanari
Yes,
talks
Ryan.
our way out of something.
This dragon is voiced by Sean Connery.
Um,
I feel like Kanari's just like, she's like, I kind of have a death sentence already with the, having to fight off an entire plate. What's a dragon? What's a dragon gonna do? It's just gonna speed up the process. Like,
Oh.
Yeah, Umbrin was about to call this dragon a little bitch. So that was the next thing out of my mouth.
He's
All right.
about to give us
So-
new characters.
for those who are interested in what else we have offered on this channel, we have App for the Fall on Fridays. I'm not sure if y'all are doing a little bit more paint on Sundays, but Ryan can always post that information in the chat for those who are. It's on hiatus. If you are watching this in the future or right now, remember that we are having a transfer over to the Dungeon Pop Twitch channel. Also, another informational announcement. Everyone wish Melissa good luck.
I
in
need
the
good
DM
vibes.
challenge.
Fuck, Melissa.
There might be a
Top
double
six,
elimination,
6.
which might be scary. Melissa
It's
is
very scary. Thursdays are terrible. They have been terrible for the last 4 weeks. I'm like, I'm supposed to work and I can't because I have until 2 o'clock in the afternoon to be like, oh my god. And then
These
it's 2 o'clock and I'm
geese are
still
concerning.
in. And I'm like, ah. And that's how my Thursdays have been. Stomach
Uh,
clenched for 6 hours and then for 6
As
more hours.
Jeez.
far as we know, Melissa is the last non-man in the running. So if Melissa doesn't move on to the final, we're gonna riot and call out
Seems legit.
sexism. Be like, you've always Dungeons and Dragons has always been sexist, and now you're sexist again. So there's that. And then other fun stuff is probably gonna happen in the near future, but I have to pee really bad. So we are going to peace on out. Goodbye, everyone, and thank you for joining or watching.
I'm gonna
Yeah, we
count some
won't.
cards for next week.